Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-December 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridging the Gap spread, and the way it works is I look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get to all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the Bridging the Gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Two of Coins. So to me, this says you might have found yourselves going back and forth as to whether or not you thought that this could actually become a relationship between the two of you. You know, your feelings might have ran hot and cold with this person. For some of you, this might even been someone that you could have met through the workplace, but yeah, I feel like either way, this is saying that your feelings were a bit changeable when it came to this person. Alright, past energy on their side, we have Justice, so Libra energy here. And to me, what this says is actually they might be more of the type to follow the other person's lead, right? So you might have felt like they weren't being as open as you would have liked, but then I feel like at the same time, if you would withdraw, it would cause them to mirror that, right? So it'd just be one of those things where that could have been actually making the issue grow between the two of you. All right, present energy on your side, we have Innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. And to me, this says that you're more likely going to just be more open, right, about how you're feeling. I feel like maybe for some of you might even pick up on the fact that, okay, it just seems like this person might be more comfortable with someone taking the lead. So you might be trying to step more into that role and expressing yourself as far as how you're feeling toward this person. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Hermit. So Virgo energy here. So yeah, so again, I just feel like they're a bit more withdrawn, right? So if we look at the artwork here, to me, this looks like someone who might have sentimental value around a lot of things, right? And they might hold people and feelings in high regard, but they just might be very slow to open up, right? You see the way that drawer is open up there, and it makes you think of the compartments we see there. It makes you feel like they're very structured and rigid with how they do things. So, you know, whereas for you, it might flow more organically as far as expressing feelings and everything. They might take a more cautious, deliberate approach to those kinds of things. All right, future energy on your side, we have the 10 of Coins. So this is Virgo energy here. And Amita says that I feel like this is saying that with time, you're actually going to be more open toward this person. And again, like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like you're actually going to pick up on that they have those quirks, you know, like, okay, you know, maybe in the past you're like, oh, I'm not sure if they're even interested or not. But once you figured out that, oh, okay, they are interested, but they just have this slower approach to things, I feel like this is saying that that's going to put your mind at ease and you could at least try to remain more open toward them, hoping that that would make them feel more comfortable as well. Right, future energy on their side, we have the 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords in some decks seems to point to conflict, right, ego battles, but in this deck it always stands out to me how you see the person holding flowers there, you see the swords in the background, and then you see, if we just look at their facial expression as well, they look like they're filled with regret, right? So it could just be one of those things where this person might realize that that is just something they struggle with, right? So again, like I said, it seems like they're interested, but actually expressing their emotions and their feelings for someone in a romantic sense might just be an area that they struggle with. So that could be, you know, something that they're aware of, but at the same time, they haven't seemed to figure out how to overcome that just yet. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is the equivalent to the Hangman, and to me this says that maybe that's what you're trying to figure out, right? Like, okay, can I accept that this person just, struggles a bit when it comes to expressing themselves emotionally, but I can still accept them how they are in other areas, or is that going to end up being more of a deal breaker for you, right? Because if you find like emotional expression to be important in a relationship, then, and that might be a deal breaker for some of you. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Six of Wands. So yeah, we look at the artwork here. And if we think of the birds as communication, we see a few free birds there, then we see the one that's caged up, right? So I feel like this is saying, looks like they are the type that show up, right? They might physically be present with you, spend their time with you, to where you know that there's nothing nefarious going on, but at the same time, it just seems like they're comfortable with someone else expressing their feelings, but not necessarily comfortable with expressing their own. All right, so we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck already, so I'm just going to give it a few more shuffles, and then we'll put the deck down and cut the deck to pull a card that way. Okay. So let's take this card and get this out of the way. And next we'll do basically the exact same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. All right, and now we'll pull a card from this deck. We'll take this one. Let me get this out of the way now. And we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. All right, we have Twin Flame. It says this is a divine counterpart connection. So yeah, I mean, personally, I've never been a huge fan of that term in particular, but I will say that if this were one of those types of connections, it actually sounds like it's on the more mild side as far as the drama behind it. Because like I said, I have a feeling that between the two of you, it looks like this person would show up, right? But again, where there could be that tension is that you might be very comfortable and open with expressing your feelings, but then this could be a huge area of struggle for this person. So that's what I see with that. And then from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Yin. There's the artwork. And the number is 2. So we'll see what this has to say. All right. The relationship message says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, self-awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you. By allowing their actions to speak about them, you will be pleasantly surprised. See, that's an interesting message there, right? Because I feel like in this context, this is saying, yeah, it's fine to express yourself, right? And just let them know how you're feeling. But I feel like this is saying by letting others take the lead, it's more a matter of, then it would allow things to flow more at their pace, right? Which admittedly looks like it would be slower than the pace you'd be comfortable with. But at least I have a feeling that this is saying that, that'll allow them to grow into the connection a bit more naturally. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there. Hope you guys have a good holiday season and New Year, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.